Oh, here they come. The evening sun is glinting over the range, actually coming across from right to left across the range. I wonder if that's going to play a part. A little lower in the sky now than it was earlier, obviously. Wonder if that British contingent of fans have saved enough of their voice. They've watched the recurve under-21 women take the European title. Now they're about to cheer on the men. Let's go down and meet all of the contenders for this gold medal match.
Italy, Matteo Balsamo, Matteo Lilleshall, Francesco Gregori. And on target number 2, representing Great Britain, Charlie Medhurst, Monty Orton, James Woodgate. And your line judge for this match is Eleni Lenny. So here we go.
Well, Italy line up with Matteo Balsamo, who's 19 years old. His counterpart, also 19 years old, Matteo Bilisari, and the 20-year-old Francesco Gregori. They are the number 5 seeds after coming through qualification, and they will shoot twice. They will follow Great Britain, the number 3 seeds, who line up with the 18-year-olds Charlie Medhurst and Monty Orton, and the Tokyo 2020 Olympian, no less, the 20-year-old James Woodgate. Italy versus Great Britain for the under-21 recurve men's team, European gold medal. Great Britain to shoot first.
Monty didn't look comfortable there. Even before he pulled back his bow, he was shaking. Not the best start for Great Britain, but Monty, we will see him here tomorrow in the gold individual matches, so this is great experience for him.
7.
Britain getting a little quiet there. I think if they cheer a little bit, egg on their team. James taking just a little bit too much time on his shot there.
8.
It's not a comfortable start.
Well, let's call it as it is, Nick. This is a tricky start. Nerves, but the wind is blowing, Lucy. It's not as easy as perhaps it looks. The sun's come out, which kind of hides a little bit from the TV audience that even though the sun's shining, that wind is blustering. You look at those flags, it's not easy.
Well, as you were mentioning about the sun, it's at a slightly different angle now from the matches at the beginning of this gold medal session. So, you know, it could potentially be getting in your eyes now. It's, yeah, it's tricky out there.
Italy handling this better, that's for sure. Balsamo high into the 8 for a 27 and a comfortable lead here. Great Britain have got to settle their nerves.
Yeah, you can see Monty is he's shaking there. That's so good. That's nice. That's going to really give him some confidence after that 5. So even though they won't win set points for this first set, it's all to play for in the second set.
Medhurst fires up his first arrow 7 with an 8.
Of course, James was here yesterday in the mixed team. He was, he wasn't on the orangery, but he did shoot for bronze in the mixed team. So I think that's going to give him some confidence.
8. 9.
You could see the adrenaline running. He again, quite a lot of a shake through his hands there as he was trying to grab his string.
Yeah, Grigori just struggling a little bit. Balsamo looking very relaxed at full draw, and that's another 10 for Italy. Dominant start from the Italians. That has quietened down the home crowd supporters. A 47 from Great Britain. I don't want to call it a horror start, but it was a difficult start, but for sure. The good news is, it can only get better.
You're so right. As we saw the team from Turkey earlier on, you know, they came back from they were 4-0 down and they came back and won. So DB are going to will on their teammates here to try and get this second set. But yeah, there's a few nerves from both sides, both teams.
So they will shoot first in the second set.
So they're going to dig deep, the home nation team here. Orton, Medhurst and Woodgate need to calm their nerves, settle down, and get back into their own rhythm. Almost forget who's on the other side of the shooting line and just get into their own routine. Patrick Houston there with the cap on, leading the cheerleaders that are the British archers who are competing in this gold medal match.
I think you got two of the loudest teams in this final, the Italians and the Brits. Who do you reckon's going to win the cheering contest? Been told to quiet down though.
Yeah, I heard on the circuit that the British team have been called up, let's say, for overzealous cheering. It's not the done thing, you know, on the archery circuit. I'm all for it myself. Get right behind your team. That's what sport is all about.
Seems the Spanish were helping the Italians there as well.
You can see the wind now blowing right across the range from right to left. Really picked up, but actually does look a little steadier. The archers can manage that a little bit better than a blustery wind, and obviously as soon as I say that, the flags stop blowing around in the wind. Set number 2, home nation Great Britain going up against Italy for the recurve under-21 men's team gold medal at the European Championships. Great Britain 2 set points down.
TV start with an 8.
Monty's not really found his rhythm yet. He still does look quite nervous, so I'm really hoping that, you know, he can have a chat with his coaches in this or with his other teammates now. And hopefully that 10 will spur the others on to shoot higher scores.
Woodgate donning his Team GB hat that he earned his qualification for Tokyo 2020. Ominous signs.
He just looks so calm there. It's a lovely shot.
Belisari, Grigori and Balsamo looking calm. If anything, Gregorio's, this young man here, is the only one. You could see the nerves a little bit when he's at full draw.
8.
Balsamo, of course, is shooting in the bronze medal match tomorrow. And Grigori, fun fact, actually lost his own teammate in the individual rounds. Belisari. Running down the time here. It's quite a long. He's not getting through the clicker. Just needs to add a little pressure. was a good shot, I think, for such a long hold.
Italy lead by 1.
You're a harsh taskmaster.
That's why I'm a coach.
So 1 point lead. And that is the shot that Orton was looking for. Now will things start to turn around for Great Britain. This set certainly isn't out of reach for Great Britain, but it's in Italy's hands. Even 3-10s in this second rotation means that Italy still have control, but a 9, a high 9.
Yeah, I feel
You gesticulated then, Lucy O'Sullivan. What was that all about?
I feel like he's walking off the line quite fast. He's not finishing his shot as well as he could. Maybe potentially he's trying to give James as much time as possible. But, I mean, with 12 seconds left on the clock, you don't need to give him that much time left.
Smile there from Orton for the first time in the match, but Italy with a 57 available to the 56 now, so still wiggle room with 2 shots left to go.
Fingers are crossed.
What, you want Italy to get 57?
No. I'm not biased.
Yes, you are. There's no point hiding it. The cat is well and truly out of the bag.
Oh, that wasn't my fingers crossed, was it?
7. Wow, just look at this, and 1 second left, no time on the counter, and well, what a turnaround, what a surprise, a miss there from Italy, almost forgivable, well no, completely forgivable with the amount of time left for Balsamo, but what it does mean is that those crossed fingers definitely works, Lucy.
I'll do it in the next set as well then, but you can see the Team GB are more elevated now. They're going to go for that cheering competition.
I wonder if that 10 from Orton was or will turn out to be the turning point in the match, because actually it was a bit of a surprise to me when I looked at the clock and Balsamo was literally inside 5 seconds to go.
I must confess, I wasn't checking the time either, and yeah, with 1 second to go, I mean, it's completely understandable that he had a miss.
We look back over the arrows, all in a good line in terms of height, just a little bit more spread left to right than perhaps Great Britain would want for their grouping, but Italy, well, curious there. No time left on the clock, and Balsamo misses the target completely. We will forgive him for that.
He did take an extraordinary amount of time on his, it was the 3rd match of the Italian team, and that was, you know, he ran down the clock, and as a result he didn't give himself enough time later on in the match for the second 3 arrows. So yeah, they have to speed up a little bit.
Well, for the neutral, this has turned into a humdinger. What a finale to Team Day here at Lilleshall at these European Youth Archery Championships of 2022. Host nation involved, that always makes it interesting, and I'm not being biased. Whichever country you're in, having the host nation in the medal matches makes a big difference to the atmosphere in the venue, and that then runs through to the atmosphere that we get here on our TV screens. Ella Gibson getting right behind the British team, cheering them on along with the rest of their teammates. Golden opportunity. The women have already done it in this under-21 recurve team category. The men, well, they started slowly. They got themselves back on level terms. Are halfway through the recurve under-21 men's team gold medal match, and Great Britain have leveled up with Italy at 2 set points apiece.
So 4 with the final arrow for Italy, giving them 47 points in that set. 54 though for Great Britain, which means they take set number 2. So at the halfway point, it's equal points for the 2 teams, 2 set points each. And we're into set number 3.
So set number 3 this gold medal match.
Very high.
Recurve under 21 men's team European title being contested between Great Britain and Italy. All square halfway through. We're awaiting the range to be declared safe to shoot. Sun's just dipped behind a cloud as well, and that changes the light, which can change things for the archers. Steady breeze is a positive, not as blustery as earlier on. 2 apiece. Great Britain to shoot first in set number 3.
We haven't seen any foot faults today, which is quite nice. There were some foot faults during the knockout rounds between the teams. Oh. Monty is doing brilliantly after his rocky start. But yeah, if back to the foot faults, if we did get one, what you'd have to do is take your arrow off of your bow, come off the line, go back on the line, and put your arrow back on the bow. So that would be exciting.
Great start. Third set. The performance trajectory is going in the right direction for Great Britain. Italy yet to shoot well. That looks pretty close. It's been called a 10 in venue, and looks pretty good for a 10.
For the British team, you want to get that checked. Oh, he's so nervous. Bless him. He's really shaking.
9.
A great arrow for the amount of nerves that he's got.
To Balsamo, 2019 European Youth Circuit gold medalist, for both team and individual.
Great Britain lead by 1.
He did look like he had the weight of the world on his shoulders when they were waiting for the arrows there. Quite a frown on his face.
Well, good news from a British perspective is this was in their hands. It's still sort of in their hands. They can definitely secure at least 1 point, but they'll need 2 10s now to guarantee parity between the teams at a minimum. Long hold. 8 opens the door. The Italians will be considering their options. Woodgate could do with a 10 here for his British team. Just outside. A 54 for Great Britain and 57 available to Italy. They need 3 10s to get that, but that gives you an idea of the wiggle room here. They can afford to drop points here and still take the set points.
9.
2 more 9s to share the points.
It's so close, this match. We're going to have to go to set 4.
Balsamo on the shooting line. The most meddling athlete in the Italian team.
And that could be why. I was just about to say he looks the calmest of all of them.
And he's got the 10 for a 55, which gives Italy the set points in the third set, and they've retaken the lead. It is a close one, as you say, Lucy O'Sullivan, but Great Britain are still climbing. They did a 47 in their first set and then followed that up with 2 54s. They can just turn it up a notch more. We could be on for a shoot-off here, but on the other side of the line, Italy looking very strong.
Yeah, of course, it's 5 set points to win the whole match, to become the European champion. So Britain need They need to win this last set just to stay in the game and get to the shoot-offs. As we were saying before, these under 21 matches are so important now because it gives the youth a chance to compete in this situation, in this high pressure situation, before they then enter the senior matches. It used to be 18 years old and you were a senior and you had to compete against the best of the best, but these, you'll never get high pressure like this at this age.
Well, some call it rowdy, some called it atmosphere building. Whatever it is, it's creating a cauldron of sound around these athletes competing for this European title. Arrows clearly took a while to get measured there, still being drawn from the target. Italy leading Great Britain by 4 set points to 2. Great Britain looking very relaxed though, looking cool, calm and collected, like they're ready for action. They're ready to take this one on.
So great to see people have come from all over the UK to support these teams, these youth teams here at Lilleshall.
Well, some say they don't like this. I can't quite imagine why. It's absolutely electric in here, brimming with anticipation of what might be for both teams. Italy in the driving seat, leading 4-2 in this gold medal match. Great Britain will shoot first. The lights have turned down a little bit, which focuses the eye on the athletes in the middle of this orangery range. Wow, that is not what Monty Autumn, the 18-year-old, would have wanted.
I don't think he knew it was going to go there because he fist bumped James before they saw the result. Oh,
That's
so good.
it's what they can do, but a 4 really means, unless there's a big error from Italy, the writing is on the wall here for Great Britain. Woodgate even showing his adrenaline pumping at full draw, gets it into the 10 as well. And actually 2 10s, a 24, 8 from Italy, and Great Britain may have a chance here. Let's see how they respond to this opportunity. Well, you can't say fairer than that.
I'm crossing my fingers again.
All we can hear is you breathing and squeaking. Alicia Sullivan trying to contain her excitement here. It's a very tense match, but Italy are showing the way here. 19 playing Britain's 24. You have to say, a big arrow here from Matteo Balsamo, and Italy will have 1 foot on the top step of the podium. And 9 is just what they needed. A 4-point lead at the halfway stage. They only need to draw this set to get the 2 points they need.
9.
That's so much better from Monty. That's gonna, you can see him after that 4, could be a 5, but yeah, you can see he was sort of checking what his release should be behind the line there.
9.
Worth noting here that the 3rd set was actually measured down for Italy, and it was a shared set points. But either way, Italy in the driving seat after a 4 from Monty Orson. So a 27 finish for Great Britain puts them on 51. There is a lot of breathing space here for Italy. 58 is available to them. They can afford to shed 6 points and still take the European title. There's 2 of them.
Italian team do look a little calmer though, don't they? Got a bit of breathing room.
Control, yeah, for sure. They do look in control. Now, that's opened the door. Now some serious pressure. A 6 called and a 42 scored with 1 arrow to go. They need a 10 for the win. It's down to the big man, Balsamo. 5 seconds left on the clock. He releases the arrow. It's into the 9, and it's 51 points apiece. What a remarkable position Great Britain have found themselves in here. 51 apiece, and their first arrow, which went into the 4, is up for a measure. Lucio Sullivan, try and keep calm here. What do you think? Was it a 4, or will this get marked up and this be a miraculous end to a brilliant day?
When you start with a 4, potentially a 5, you think you probably lost the match. And then all of a sudden, the other team do something else. We're looking now.
Well, because it's in the black, it's very difficult, isn't it? And it doesn't help that the person who's measuring, who must do their job, of course, is between us.
Great Britain could potentially win this match if that 4 is in fact a 5. If not, we're going back to a shoot-off.
Yeah, amazing that Great Britain have got themselves in a position where they might even have a shoot-off. That does look like a 4, but so difficult to tell.
I wouldn't want to be the judge right now on British soil, marking the British arrow.
It looks like it has been marked up. That has been marked up. That 4 becomes a 5. And Great Britain, look at this reaction here. They're looking on. They can't quite believe it. What on earth happened here? Monty, you shot a 5 to take us to the European title. Oh, what a miraculous end to the match. It was a bit of a turnaround for us in the commentary box. The third set actually was tied when we thought it had gone to Italy, but they got marked down on an arrow. 54 apiece, that became that set, and they were on 3 set points apiece. A 4 shot from Orton, and somehow Italy managed to just draw with Great Britain in that final set, but then that 4 was looked at closely by the target judge, marked up to a 5. Great Britain get elevated to 52 points. They take the final set points and they beat Italy 5 set points to 3. What a remarkable European win for the recurve under 21 men's team from Great Britain on home soil.